Yeah, 2 seconds on that. Are you ready?
We're going to loser semis of the tournament. We have Qwins versus ShreksWhisper. I know I talked about it before when Qwins was up against Aura. This is another one of those players who he wants to play. He wants the opportunity to be able to win this set. Qwins has had a pretty ambitious attitude towards Melee as far as I've seen, which is funny considering for the last season he went not being ranked due to one tournament outside of being counted as active. But Qwins is already planning on maybe thinking Return of Dracula next week, is from what I've heard. Or at least I hope he is. And that'll be another opportunity to find more of these PR wins against these players who he wants to play. He wants to play ShreksWhisper, and he wants to play Aura specifically, I know. He wants a chance to play Ford as well, I heard. Which I don't know if they've played a tournament set in forever. But I know Ford feels comfortable about it, and apparently Qwins feels really comfortable about it. So we'll see which of them saying, hey, I can totally beat them. One of them has to be right. But I think it'll be a very good set. This should be a really challenging matchup for Samus. Qwins is starting it really well. He's using platforms really, really efficiently. Normally, traditionally, like you see Sheik players using platforms really, really well in this matchup, but we don't see Shrek really like dropping from platforms a lot. He's kind of hanging out under platforms a ton, and he's doing a lot of like recoveries that seem kind of obvious to Qwins. I don't know if they're actually that obvious, but they're being broadcasted really clearly to him. He's taking advantage of them really, really successfully. Full charge up smash there. We're gonna have to see what Shrek changed about his game plan. And he kind of got lucky on that one. I think he even gives a little bit of an ooh on that one because he wasn't able to take advantage of it. Yeah, I kind of agree with both of those things. ShreksWhisper is definitely kind of a... I don't want to say Quan because that's going to make Cordalis too happy. I don't know a good word for it. He's definitely kind of a goofy, creative, but cheesy, like get in your head kind of player sometimes. That's maybe the right way to put it. Every word I can think of that describes his playstyle is not a real word, and I know it only explains... Yeah, Yomi came to mind too. All the words I can think of to describe his play are not real words. They're just things that I know smashers that I talk to will understand, which doesn't help a whole lot in real descriptions. Wow, Qwins is just a huge brain Samus player. I don't know what they give him. It's like, when you pick Samus, it's not because you don't pick Samus to get smart. You were just already smart, and that will lead you to playing Samus. Ooh, that was a really good rising air from the edge there. Shrek starts this game really strong. Got a CCS smash there. Qwins' movement is just really, really good. So that PC dropped the ledge too, just for a little style there. That sort of stuff though against Samus, using a Samus against Sheik makes a huge difference though, because you getting the ledge quicker like that could be the make or break of the set. Getting a stock early, especially if you're looking to like ledge hog it. Showing that you're confident in going for that is really, really powerful. Yeah, we drove like an hour and a half. They drove like 3 hours. So there's technically 2 carpools. Yeah. We just joined. Qwins just flexing his movement while he's waiting. It doesn't lead to anything. He just gets grabbed. And he's at a really scary place now. 2 stocks to 1 at 100%. Shrek at 0. That might just close it there with the fair. And if it doesn't, this is a scary situation where, hey, Sheik can edge guard your character. This is a really scary spot. Yep, there it is. Shrek takes game 2. It means that missile just didn't hit ShreksWhisper and closed it out there, but Qwins actually got himself to the ledge quickly enough though and ledge hogged it, so it worked out. That's huge for Qwins. Like, him taking advantage of this game right now for everything he can is huge. The momentum he walks away from this game, if he wins, going into game 5, could influence, like, if he wins the set or not. But 14% extra mileage is not something you're super duper psyched about. You really want to try to take that lead and walk away with as much as you can, especially when he wasn't like even that high of a percentage yet. It's really easy to build percentage on Samus the Sheik. You meet a lot of danger really quick because you don't really have the benefit, like we saw earlier with some of those like Peach sets, is that Qwins is able to recover a whole lot more. He's just not really able to get away with that a lot against Sheik. ShreksWhisper is pretty much closing out the edge guards like at least 2 out of 3 times, if not more. Qwins trying to spot dodge down smash. Probably closes out the stock. Yeah, he does. So they keep it pretty close. ShreksWhisper starting really strong, finding a grab immediately, but trying to chase on the platform a little ambitiously, not getting red with that charge shot. And now that they're back on the ledge, Shrek has this crazy advanced position. Knocked him into stage though. Qwins had a really good an instinct to DI that in the up area. It's not over yet though. Qwins is trying to find some ambitious openings with like up beats in place. Now he's gonna rely on his punish game here. Maybe make something out, close it to an edge guard situation. This is totally doable for Samus. Yeah, and a good roll in. Qwins is playing the ledge, like, when he can actually get to the ledge, he's playing pretty strong. Down throw to back air, not a hard hit though. Could be worse. Really interesting. I don't quite know what triggers that, but I think Qwins do it a few times. You go into the kind of the free fall pop. It's really interesting. Go for the read and ended up dying for it actually. Unfortunate. Qwins does not have the greatest luck with charge shots, but I think that the threat that he's using for them has been efficient. Like, you have to respect charge shot when it's on the table. And he's made the threat of it pretty real every time. Ooh, but a really strong up B from ledge there. Getting the poof to actually hit by Shrek was good. Great nair through platform. Gonna close this out. Sheik getting the ledge makes that pretty hard to cover. Down throw and just some sort of combo from Shrek. It's all about Qwins closing out one of these edge guards. Shrek keeping it super scary. This is not the kind of momentum that Qwins want to go in with. Even if he wins, it's so close. And he does find it. He recognizes the roll in. And he takes it. And they go to game 5. This is the kind of loser semis I want to see. Qwins already had one really scary game 5 of the day. You know he wants to close the next one out. It's an important win for him. And he didn't get to walk away today with that aura win. At least not from winner's side, right? Unless he climbs through losers. I don't think he's taken a set from Dakos yet. So that in losers finals would be really scary. Yeah. Shrek's starting a little different. He's using platforms to pull needles, like recognizing that really, really early on. He hasn't done a whole lot with these needles yet, but he's recognizing early, saying, I want to keep needles ready a little bit more. Qwins, on the other hand, is getting very aggressive. He's choosing to go for a lot of these like complete full move-ins, like call out F smashes on the back shield, up Bs for calling out approaches. Very aggressive, like confident options. And we're gonna end up seeing if that pays off. The current stock is like not in his favor. He's taking a lot more percentage. The difference though is that if these start paying off and these calls start being correct, they could lead to kills really early on. But we're gonna see how this next stock plays out. If Qwins catches it up, it's got a 61% to start with here to take this stock. But Shrek is just fitting in these quick little aerials to stop things from really needing to happen. Just stunting these like potentially like brutal combos early. We aren't really seeing a lot of stuff lead to these like platform trapping down smashes because these small nairs, these small back airs that are just interrupting what Qwins is doing. That's like the number one thing I would say that Shrek is doing really well is just interrupting a lot of little things. That should close the stock, yeah. But Shrek has a lot to play with here. He has 111% of a lead already to just say, I just need a fair. I just need one good nair. I just need one good grab. I'm a little surprised you would even go for the grab there, but if you feel confident in the down throw fair, like even on the platform, it's just a way to kind of tighten it up. A down smash might not have been able to do it. It's still techable at that percentage, I think, and it was still very DIable. But with the current success rate of ShreksWhisper edge guards against Qwins, I wouldn't be that worried about it. Oh, Qwins needs that one so much. Now it's basically even. That's the first time Qwins has like gotten away with that kind of stock. I'm wondering, I feel like this is the moment in this match where these two players are going to start making some adjustments. It's really going to start showing who's like changes in recognition of these 4 games they've played so far. Where's it going to be changed, right? Because now they want to win. I'm already seeing really interesting changes from Qwins, but I don't know about ShreksWhisper. He's sticking with these like, I want to have needles ready, I want to be on the platforms. But Qwins is changing up a couple of things. He's doing a whole lot more like cross-ups. He's doing a whole lot more overshoots. He's changing those things and recognizing a little bit more about what ShreksWhisper is doing for his defensive options. If his punish game stays tight and he closes it out doing that, that would be amazing. Oh, he's a little slow on that. That was pretty strong. He's going to close it out though, regarding on an edge guard. One of those missiles finally connects. ShreksWhisper can have a really easy chance here if he finds a really good grab, and he can close it out really, really easily. If he catches one of these bad options from ledge. Oh. Shrek looks like he waited until his last stock to start making these like big reads. Shrek knows a lot about what's going on, I think, and he's just trying to find the right opening to take advantage of it. But he wants to take as little percentage as possible. There's the grab. This could potentially lead the stock. Didn't though. It's a scary edge guard. Qwins has gotten a decent deficit though. Like on ShreksWhisper, 47% is nothing to joke about, and he finds himself again in the Game 5 last stock, looking for this kind of upset on a good player. Grab from Sheik's gonna start off to at least stack, yeah, about 20% or so. Rising up air into a platform, which we had good side up DI from Shrek. No grab. ShreksWhisper looking for some interesting defensive options to cover these scary platform motions. That forward smash is going to do it. That's going to be the set unless this is the best Zelda recovery of all time. Dang, that's a set. Proud of Qwins. He got one from him. Yeah, you don't need to go anywhere, but take a breather. Yeah, oh, even better. So we're going to be hopping into the next set is going to be ShreksWhisper out of the tournament. And we're going to see Qwins actually outplacing a seed, right? And he's not going to get 4th place, 4th seed. He's at least 3rd place, even if he can't beat the coast. And we'll be right back. You can use the restroom, take a chill. We're going to catch up and go to losers finals.